Maybe you tried dedicating yourself to monk mode, a way of life that supposedly allows you to become the best version of yourself. By eliminating distractions and dedicating yourself to a project or task, you will be able to achieve your goals much faster than half-heartedly taking action. The thing is, it's difficult to put all your temptations to the side and work relentlessly. If you're struggling to do this, it may not be for you. Maybe you are just lazy, or you don't know what to do with your free time. Maybe you're not mentally strong enough to cut out all the habits that make your reality slightly more tolerable. All of those reasons are understandable, and they don't make you any less of a person. Not even a year ago, I was just like you. Dedicating myself in such a way seemed impossible and scary. I was at a point where I'd purposely oversleep to avoid facing the challenge of each day. I wanted to change, but any time I tried to sit down and write videos like these, or set up my timetable for the week, I would collapse under the pressure and retreat to scrolling on my phone. I really wanted to do everything right so bad, like to break through my boundaries and see what I was really made of. But sadly, I couldn't adapt to an army-style routine overnight. Maybe you can't either. You see, I had to start with the little things. If you truly want to change, then there's no rush to greatness. Of course, if you really want to build your 7-figure business as soon as possible, then you might not have time to waste. If so, what are you doing? Get to work. However, if your goal is to become a more content, well-balanced, and high-achieving individual over your lifetime, then it may be best to set a solid, sustainable foundation first. You see, if you better your routine or your life or whatever it is by 1% every day, within a year you could be over 300% better, so to speak. Whereas if you tried to increase by 300% overnight, you might end up giving up and never improve at all anyway. Let's say someone's goal through monk mode is to become more spiritually aware and understand themselves more. They could start by journaling for 5 minutes a day. I don't care what they do for the rest of the day, but the next day do 6 minutes. And then over a week's time, you can work up to doing 10 minutes a day. Once you get consistent at practicing that good habit, then you can introduce something new. Maybe it's meditation or reading. Just start by doing 1 minute a day. Then, over 2 weeks, work up to doing 15 minutes a day. And within 3 weeks, you've gone from someone who was lost and didn't know what to do with themselves to someone who consistently meditates and journals or whatever you choose to do. Within a year, you could have meditated over 5,000 minutes. Isn't that pretty good? Even consistently practicing that one beneficial habit could be a great step towards your future goal. You don't have to do everything at once. I know it's tempting, but you might not be able to. Of course, you can add more habits over time, but only if you think you can manage them for the long term. If you do something for 2 weeks and drop off, you'll see like little to no results. Let's say you built up your habits, you've got the routine, it's all going well for you, but you don't feel that crazy level of fulfillment. Maybe that's it. When you switched to the lifestyle that was going to help you and was healthier, you expected the same crazy rush of stimulating happiness that you received before with the bad habits or the things that weren't good for you. Reading a book is nowhere near as stimulating as scrolling on TikTok. But is that such a bad thing? In this world, we're encouraged to constantly chase instant gratification through junk food and technology and drugs. When you stop these things, you may feel empty. Is this it? Is this all life has to offer now? No, it's much better in fact. You see, joy is a pure feeling, but I don't believe we should constantly search for it. Maybe it's meeting friends, seeing results you worked hard for, or watching the sunrise and appreciating the gracious life that you get to experience. These moments naturally come and go. I wouldn't recommend trying to hunt for pleasure all the time. Sometimes boredom or emptiness is one of the best things in the world. Without moments like those, we would never be able to truly feel those happier or joyful times. That stillness allows you to process your thoughts without being interrupted, to unravel ideas you never knew you had. Furthermore, if you're truly empty, then you can build your core up with whatever you want. In fact, if you want to reset yourself and how you live your life, maybe it's better to be empty. That means you have all the potential in the world to become who you want to be. I think one of the most important things in this monk mode is that you are forced to face yourself and who you are. With different distractions, we can often end up running away from ourselves and forgetting our ambitions or our problems. Just know that this monk mode way of life can assist you in your goals, but it's not an easy escape. You have to work hard still. You might struggle, you might want to give up, But remember what you're fighting for. Whatever goal you have in mind is possible, but if you don't stay on the right path, it may be much harder to achieve the future you're proud of. Also, most people only do a proper monk mode for like 3 to 6 months, so think of it as a means that you can use to your own ability, or don't. Bye bye.